Hey everybody, it's Sonjdradeluxe. Can I get a hell yeah? Yeah! My mom's in town. Drop a queen emoji if you think I should do a video with her. Because that's what I have her name saved as. Mom with a queen emoji. Anyways, that was like the most passionate hell yeah you've ever given me in all these years. Mom, thank you. She's ventilating one of my wigs because I be getting bald spots. Anywho, let's just move on. So, Happy New Year, everybody. I took a little break because I had that crazy, beautiful experience in the middle of December, and then it was like in New York with the Pat McGrath Star Wars collection. I said I was gonna do a video showing the makeup that I wore to the event, and I was like, should I just do it on shorts? But I think I'm gonna do a video with the other two smaller palettes on shorts. Today we're just gonna do this and stick to the end, and I'll show you some swatches of the whole collection. So anyways, if you haven't seen the vlog where I went to New York with Pat McGrath Labs for their Star Wars Pat McGrath Labs collaboration, I was very excited. Literally screaming the whole time. I also got, after the holidays, I ended up getting some weird flu, and it's so funny. Somebody says use the Force to get better. And I did, so here we are. I'm feeling great. Let's do some makeup, get glam. So I've already put my nose contour on and did my bronzer and the crease just to speed up the process. I like to make videos that are not 6,000 hours long, you feel me? So I'm happy I get to show you this look up close because there is some detail that you can't really see far away. So I'm gonna turn off the light and let you see all the different reflection. But I used two palettes, literally one eyeshadow from the Mothership 6. This is it here. But I literally just used these two guys, or maybe just this one, when I was there. And then we're gonna use Sith Seduction. So this is the one that has Darth Vader on it. Obviously used because I used it in New York. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I was like swatching all the colors and everything was so beautiful. But I was like, you know what? I have this Star Wars jacket that has Darth Vader on it, and I was like, that's what I'm gonna wear to the party. So I'm like, obviously I have to use the palette with Darth Vader on it. So first we're gonna get into the shade here. So with this one, I just pretty much, I wanted to do everything quite angular, obviously. Give that kind of dark Sith vibe. This is kind of similar to how I did my O-Face dominant look. I just wanted to look a little, you know? So just building up the color, one side of the brush, well, I kind of use both sides, but having most of the color on one side of the brush. Having the top side empty, so when you blend it out, you can get a nice line if you really want to. And just blending it lightly, because this is just an undershadow. All the shimmers in the Sith Seduction palette are actually quite sparkly, so I just wanted to have a little bit of a backdrop so it could reflect over top. Just reflection, it will give you depth, but I wanted a little bit more. Same thing on this side here. After I wiped it off, I'm trying to stick to only using one side of the brush, but the fuzzy part will kind of give you a blended look on the bottom. Whoa, there's tracks in this wig and they're totally sticking out. Oopsie daisies. The bottom part will be kind of faded ombre like that, and the top side will keep sharp, and that's because most of our color will be on one side of the brush. So for example, dipping it here, color's there, the top part doesn't have any, and then you can kind of wiggle it up to blend it. Keeping everything quite angular. This is why I like to do my powder at the end too, because my concealer is not set. I can use my finger just to help to shape it. Then our shimmery shades are gonna do most of the blending for us. So if you ever get an eyeshadow and you can't blend it well, or it's looking a little chunky, put a shimmer over top and it'll make you look like the OG blending champion of the world. A little bit, we're gonna hook right just above our lid here, like that. Kind of gives a little bit of a intense Sithy vibe. Whenever I get these special edition palettes, I never want to use them because I'm a fan of both Pat McGrath and Star Wars, or like Supreme or whatever collaboration they do, and I don't want to use it, but I'm like, I have to show the people what it looks like. But then it's a memory, like my fingerprints are in it, so it's like, yeah, I love this product and it's just for me. I'm keeping it forever. So anyways, blah blah blah, let's move on. This is the Sith Seduction palette. Again, I'll swatch everything at the very end. So I took this one right in the middle with a finger. Amazing pigment when you do stuff with your hands. I didn't even take this out of there. And in the empty space, I just melted it in just like that. It's literally, it feels like a cream. It's like it's giving hybrid. It's even dope just like that, but I want to use more of the palette so it's not just like a one-trick pony, you know what I mean? Filling in the gaps. We already did the shape with our brush. Filling it in. And you don't have to blend anything right now, like I said, because we're going over with sparkly shadow, even though I just blended a little. Oh, I love that color. Next, what I did, and this is kind of jumping around on different eye parts, is I used a kohl liner. And the reason why I'm doing this first is because I want a chance to blend it and then put the shimmery shade over top so it sticks to it. I'm gonna take the Pat McGrath Legendary Wear Velvet Kohl eyeliner. Also, this lasted all night. I had several delicious bevies and danced all night, and my makeup still looked really good. Just filling in my waterline, and I'm going to wing it up quite far because this is going to be the base for our shimmer. The brown we did first was kind of like a guideline, a transition color, so it's in between black and my skin tone with that kind of smoky brown. Going to take that brush that we used first and kind of blend it in to the eye. That's why I like these cool liners. I don't even know if there's other colors, but they're just blendable and then they stay. And it's not like the other blendable ones where it's like, oh, it's a cool, you can blend it and you have like 3 seconds before it starts to roll up. You have a little bit more time to put your shape in and like make decisions, which is great because I like to move stuff around with my finger a lot. And I like to turn it on its side and just do little shadowing like that to get a nice little blendy blend happening. Bit in the inner corner, but not too much. Give it a little finger blend, just like a slight vibe in there. Back in with our Sith Seduction palette. I'm gonna go into this Midnight Galaxy looking color. It's like black with green, pink. It's kind of like a deep, almost black navy with like reflects. If I show you the reflects, which I'll show you at the end in the swatches, it's so crazy. It's got like purple, pink, even like gold, green, like literally the whole rainbow in there and reflects. So I'm gonna take a little bit, and this kind of has a creamy texture like this, but this has a larger particle of sparkle. So this is like almost straight a penny coin, and this is like just sparkly, but that same creamy kind of texture. So very light with the brush. I'm just going to swirl over top, don't have too much on your brush, of the dark color that we did. Like blue and red are not supposed to go together, but it just melts into each other. Oh yes, sexy. If you go a little above, that's okay. We got our finger. And then same thing in this part right here. I just wanted that galaxy color everywhere. I feel like when I was there, I did, didn't I? Of course I did. I used my finger. So just get a little bit more sparkly. Gonna go back in with our middle color and just bring that space open a little bit more. Now that we've got the real shape, and this is when we can go in and blend in between steps. I'm gonna go ahead and do my quick bronzing. I don't even know if I wore blush this day, but I did more of like I put it on my cheeks. I don't know why, I never finish my eyes fully until my lashes are on, just because I have to like pinch and mascara, and I don't know if it's gonna water or whatever. So I always just finish off my eyes after the lashes are on. Before I put my lashes on, I like to kind of finish my skin, just because I hate getting like highlighter on my lashes or bronzer on my lashes or whatever. So we have these special Star Wars Dark Star mascaras. This one's extreme black and this one is ultraviolet blue. So this is one of the things that I said was cool that you couldn't see on my makeup unless you were kind of close up. So I'm gonna do the extreme black on my lashes on the top and this on the bottom. Start with this light coat because I'm putting lashes on. I love this mascara. It always makes me feel like I have eyelashes. And then for the bottom, we're gonna do the ultraviolet blue. Ooh. There's also 2 other colors. There's an aquamarine and like this pinky color. It's really cool. I think it'd be dope in eyebrows. Not that there's much hair, but still it'll be pretty lit. This was my kind of sandy brown, the one I did my O-Face submissive look. I think this mascara looked really good with that hair color. I'm just gonna put on my lashes. ROKAEL Beauty Lashes that I always wear. Can use code Sondra for a little discount. I love these ones. And then I actually took the ultraviolet blue mascara and just ran it through the lashes like lightly. So it'd have a little tinge of blue for this like kind of ombre blue effect. Well, I hope you can see it on camera because it's so lit. It's just the tips. Okay, next. Little tiny bit of this one right here. Inner corners, for a little midnight twinkle. But just like a tiny bit. I don't want it too highlighted, but just to like brighten it up a little bit. I lied, I used 2 colors in here. I actually took a little bit of this color right here and I just tapped my finger into it because it kind of has these kind of reddish color sparkle, and I just lightly pressed it over top of the red color that we did, just for like an extra little eye-catching twinkle. Not sure if you can see it, but you can see the difference. Okay, let's move on to lips and zoom out. These metallic lipsticks are so bomb, and I mean, just look at the glosses if you can see it. Swatches at the end, like I said. So I actually took Nude Awakening. I think this one. Which one did I use? But that is sick. I'm gonna use it anyways. On the outer part of my lip, kind of like a darker shade. Do a little, oh, it's not that dark. It's metallic, but it's also got like these little flecks of glitter. I'm learning how to do lips. I'm learning patience to do my lips. Okay, and then we're gonna top it off with the Bronze Venus. I don't think that's the lip I used. It was Rose Divinity. That's the one that I used. Anyways, we're just gonna do this one because it looks nice. But that's all she wrote. I'm gonna go take off my headband and we'll circle back. So that completes our look. At the event, I was wearing a toque, or as they say in the United States, a beanie. But I'm Canadian, so we say toque. Check out the vlog if you haven't already. So stay tuned. I'm gonna show you the swatches of the whole collection right after this. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and follow. Did you cop any of the collection? Let me know. Love yourself, stay pretty, and I'll see you guys again in the next video. Take care.